Welcome back to Knowledge Diary. Today our topic is verb. Before starting this video, kindly like, share, and subscribe our channel. What is verb? A verb is a word or a combination of words that indicates action or a state of being or condition. A verb is the part of a sentence that tells us what the subject performs. Verbs are the hearts of English sentences. These are some examples of verbs. Jacob walks in the morning. In this sentence, walk is a verb. In the second example, going is a verb. In third example, washing is a verb. In the fourth example, running is a verb. Because all these are actions done by someone. Types of verbs. Finite verbs. Non-finite verbs. Action verbs. Linking verbs. Auxiliary verbs. Modal verbs. Finite verbs. Finite verbs are the actual verbs which are called the roots of sentences. It is a form of a verb that is performed by or refers to a subject and uses one of the 12 forms of tense and changes according to the number or person of the subject. Examples of finite verbs: Alex went to school. Subject: Alex, performed the action in the past. This information is evident only by the verb went. Robert plays hockey. He is playing for Australia. He is one of the best players. Here, the verb is directly refers to the subject itself.
Non-finite verbs. Non-finite verbs are not actual verbs. They do not work as verbs in the sentence, rather they work as nouns, adjectives, adverbs, etc. Non-finite verbs do not change according to the number or person of the subject because these verbs, also called verbals, do not have any direct relation to the subject. Sometimes they become the subject themselves. Examples of non-finite verbs. Alex went abroad to play. In this sentence, to play is an infinitive. Playing cricket is his only job. In this sentence, verb playing is present participle. I have a broken bat. In this sentence, verb broken is past participle. Walking is a good habit. Walking is a gerund.
Action verbs. Action verbs indicate what the subject of a sentence performs. Action verbs can make the listener or reader feel emotions, see scenes more vividly and accurately. Action verbs can be transitive or intransitive. Action verb has two types: transitive verbs and intransitive verbs. What is transitive verbs? Transitive verbs must have a direct object. A transitive verb demands something or someone to be acted upon. For example, I painted the car. The verb paint demands an object to be painted. She is reading the newspaper. The verb read asks the question, what is she reading? The answer is the object. Intransitive verbs. Intransitive verbs do not act upon anything. They may be followed by an adjective, adverb, preposition, or another part of speech. For example, she smiled. The verb smile cannot have any object since the action of smiling does not fall upon anything or anyone. I wake up at 6 a.m. No object is needed for this verb.
Linking verb. A linking verb adds details about the subject of a sentence. In its simplest form, it connects the subject and the complement, that is, the words that follow the linking verb. It creates a link between them instead of showing action. For example, she appears ready for the game. She is ready for the game. The food seemed delicious. The food was delicious. You look happy. You are happy. Auxiliary verbs. Auxiliary verbs are also called helping verbs. An auxiliary verb extends the main verb by helping to show time, tense, and possibility. The auxiliary verbs are be verbs, have, and do. Example: Alex is going to school. They are walking in the park. I have seen a movie. Do you drink tea? Don't waste your time.
Modal verb. A modal verb is a kind of an auxiliary verb. It assists the main verb to indicate possibility, potentiality, ability, permission, expectation, and obligation. The modal verbs are can, could, must, may, might, ought to, shall, should, will, would. Example of modal verbs. I may want to talk to you again. In this sentence, may is a modal verb. They must play their best game to win. In this sentence, must is a modal verb. She should call him. In this sentence, should is a modal verb. I will go there. In this sentence, will is a modal verb.
Thanks for watching the video. For more videos about grammar, subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for the upcoming video.